Well, good evening, everyone. Michael, soothing here. Today I want to discuss what my wife is forcing on me, that Filipina spouse of mine, namely plant-based diet. This has to do with certain health concerns raised by recent lab tests I had done. Haven't been in for 4 years. I was really good with blood sugar and cholesterol, so it's not because of those. It's some other stuff I don't want to discuss, but maybe some other video. Anyway, she just made what she called plant-based burgers. See there? They look pretty good, don't they? They look like they'd be yummy burgers, right? Don't be fooled, okay? I don't know how to describe the flavor. I would say it's a cross between tofu, red beets, and something else. Leaves a bitter, nasty aftertaste and has a strange rubbery texture, like you're biting into a big lump of soy tofu, but there's no tofu in it. It's like wheat and beets and some other stuff. She followed some vegan recipe, but I gotta give her credit for experimenting. But you like what you like, and you don't like what you don't like. I promised her I would eat a plant-based diet for 30 days. So what kind of stuff do I get to eat? Stuff I can't stand, that's what. Now, of course, I'd like to be like Popeye the Sailor Man and have giant muscles pop out when I eat spinach. He always said spinach. But I gotta tell you, if you eat this raw, you're gonna be in trouble. You need to saute it a little bit or something. Now, doesn't this sound yummy? Popeye's warm spinach salad. It looks to me like olive oil doesn't benefit much from spinach. She also always looks like a stick figure. Only Popeye benefits. Look, sweet pea. Was sweet pea the offspring of olive oil and Popeye? Because they never got married. Were they having carnal knowledge out of wedlock? That's what I want to know. Spinach is, like kale, a superfood. See there? What does it do for you? She makes me eat this with noodles and other things. Asian noodles, not Italian noodles. You know, those little thin munchkin or whatever they call them. Spinach is the ultimate superfood, containing the highest concentration of nutrients, vitamins, and minerals to help promote overall health and wellness. Okay. It doesn't really show a lot in there. It's got some vitamin C, got a lot of vitamin A, and folate. So that's pretty good for you there. Vitamin A and folate. Alright, spinach. This is going to make a lot of noise on the thing there. What else are we having? I've got 2 kinds of apples, putting a lot of apples and stuff. I've got these smaller ones, and I got these bigger ones. An apple a day, they say, keeps the doctor away. Let's thump this down here in stereo, down by my Tascam binaural microphone. Okay. What else we got? Whole beets. Ooh, I can make a nice little dinging sound with this. If I put it down here, can you hear that? Go back and forth. Because the thing's been opened already. I think beets have a lot of iron, which it turns out I happen to need a lot of at this moment. Oh wait, beets don't have any iron. I was wrong. What do they have? Potassium, a little bit. Sodium. These beets don't have, they have almost no good nutrients. I was led to believe this was also a superfood, but I'm going to say that remains to be seen because I don't see the benefit there. What else we got here that I get to eat now? In my salads, pepitas. Do you know what pepitas are? Some of you, I'm sure, do. I believe this is watermelon seeds. Whole pepitas. Let's see if it says on the back. No cholesterol. Good source of fiber. My stomach is growling from lack of bad foods. And also it's difficult to digest all this stuff if you spent a lifetime eating junk food, right? Now, I've been eating healthy for a few years, but this is just a quantum leap healthier. But I'm not going to stick with it if I don't like it. I just agreed to it as an experiment. Next up we have mammoth pecan halves. Mammoth pecan halves. I just had a salad that had some of these and some of the pepitas in it. We had some of each, along with many other things that were so healthy I can hardly stand it. Do I have tomatoes here? There was tomatoes in that salad. There was carrots, baby carrots. I feel bad for eating the baby carrots, you know. It's kind of like eating lamb. You know, it's a baby sheep. And I feel bad that these baby carrots had their lives cut short at such a small and tender age and didn't get to grow up to be big carrots. Although Joanne says that these are just big carrots that are cut into little ones. I wonder if that's correct. What do you think? I'm eating so many of these, she keeps putting them in everything, that I'm wondering if I will turn orange soon. A lot of beta carotene in that. What else do we have here? We have bananas. You know, as the guy said in Sling Blade, what was his name? Someone tell me. You guys always remember everything. So what was the character played by Billy Bob Thornton in Sling Blade? He said it was shaped kind of like a banana, the Sling Blade, right? I've heard tell that bananas do have a distinctive shape. So these get put into smoothies and otherwise consumed in various ways. Here's the super duper superfood that I'm forced to gag down. This is called kale. You know it. Kale. Triple washed and ready to enjoy. Okay, I'll believe them on the triple washed part, but the ready to enjoy part, I'm not so sure about. Because I wouldn't use the term enjoy when it comes to eating kale. But what she's been doing with this is she's been making a super healthy green juice. Maybe I'll show you some in another video, because she didn't make it up yet today. She will later, and she'll insist. Berry and kale smoothie. I hate to attach the word smoothie to kale because it's so misleading. It's like when someone says they're going to make chocolate chip cookies for you, and then they give you something inedible, that's made out of healthy ingredients. But anyway, you put in yogurt, almond milk, kale, ice cubes, and mixed berries. She usually makes this green juice with an apple, which does help take some of the bitter taste away from the kale. It's a very bitter kind of vegetable. It's got a lot of vitamin C, and I have to avoid vitamin C, believe it or not, for the next 3 days because it thins the blood a little bit. I have to avoid aspirin and red meat and some other things because of a condition they're testing me for, which scares the living you-know-what out of me. Okay, here are cremini mushrooms. These go on. Now, I know you've been hearing that psilocybin mushrooms, the hallucinogenic kind for recreational use, are being proposed, or did it pass already, to be legal in Colorado. Now it's being proposed for Oregon. Like we don't have enough crazy psychotics here already. We actually have quite a problem. I don't think we need to add to it. Do you? Okay, here's a junk food snack that I'm allowed to eat. Sweet chili. What are these called? Popcorners. See those things? They're like air-popped Doritos. And the great thing about this is they taste so yucky to me that I'm never tempted to eat them. So, Joanne eats them, and I don't molest them. So I save on. However, I did strong-arm her into buying something I could eat by way of chips. But the best I could come up with that was halfway, a tiny bit healthy, was Tostito Scoops multi-grain. These can be had with vegetable dip or something like that. I only eat a little bit of this because they're not that tasty to me either, but they're pretty good. Maybe I should try one now. But I know some of you hate it when someone does mukbang. Just a little bit of mukbang, okay? Tiny mukbang. Dance moves. Tostitos on dance moves. I'm not going to do any dance moves. Not at this moment. Party with us. Okay, where's the party? Frito-Lay. Good fun. Or, if you're having Ruffles, potato chips maybe. Okay. Here's something that I'm allowed to eat. This is high fat though, but it doesn't seem to affect its guacamole. This happens to be a yummy brand. Some are not, they taste sour or they taste vinegary, but this one is loaded with avocado and it's pretty good. But it does have 50 calories in 2 tablespoons, and it has 4.5 grams of fat. So it's not a low, it has some fiber though. But anyway, it's a yummy brand, Yucatan. You can get mild or you can get spicy. Either one. I'm doing this, but down by the microphone. Alright, what else? What else do we have here? If for a snack, I'm supposed to eat more nuts and less eggs, I need to have omega-3s and choline, which is good for your brain and prevents Alzheimer's and all of that. And so eggs are a great source of choline, but they have other downsides. So she's been buying me various nuts. That's why you saw the walnuts or whatever those were. But here we have some pistachios. Peanuts are way too fatty. Cashews are pretty fatty also. But these are pretty good. In shell, dry roasted and salted. And you have to go through a little bit of work to get to them. Not very much. Let's take one out. Let's see here. Have to open them one at a time. And so there's so much work that you end up not eating a whole lot of them. Good little snack. Not too much fat. Not too many calories. What does it say? You can have 1 ounce without the shell. That's a serving size. That has 160 calories. Only 13 grams of fat. It's got protein and all that good stuff, but it also has other substances like iron and potassium. So all that's good. October 26th, 2019. We're even in date for this. In-shell pistachios. Oh, both for smoothies and for dessert, I can have strawberries. Safeway had a deal where you could get 2 big things of them. Buy one, get one free. So we bought, I don't know how we're going to eat them all, but I'm going to dip some in chocolate for Joanne's Mother's Day coming up, right? Or I'll have her do it in honor of her being a mom. Also for the salads, of which I'm eating far too many now at every meal practically, we have these cherry number 9 tomatoes. You can hear them rattling around in the container. Cherry tomatoes have a lot of good stuff in them. GMO free, well, okay, whatever. Cherry number 9. I wonder what cherry number 8 tastes like versus this one. Or cherry number 12. Now they have me curious. But they're nice and red. and they're pretty good. These are sweet, so I can't fault them. I think she got these at Grocery Outlet, Bargain Market. What else is here? I only have one thing left to show you. Toblerone white chocolate. But you know what? I don't get to eat this. I don't get to have Toblerone. I bought this for Joanne to eat, because the only kind of chocolate she really likes is white chocolate. This is Swiss white chocolate with honey and almond nougat. And after I take a hike or get on the treadmill for an extended period, I might be able to get one square of this maybe without violating my constricted diet too much. Servings per container 3. That's not too bad, the stuff in here. Although white chocolate is basically just sugar, I should say, cocoa butter, and vanilla, and fat. Okay, that's really what's in white chocolate. It doesn't really even have any chocolate in it, so I don't think it should be called that. It's a little misleading. Alright, a lot of you are asking for a gum chewing video while reading the paper and maybe even blowing some bubbles with chewing gum. I know that's a small subset of my subbies that want this, but I've had the request so many times that I'll probably do that next. And I'll just warn everyone in the title so those who don't like gum chewing can avoid that video instead of turning it on and giving me a thumb down, right? So, which seems a little bit pointless. Alright, and then I'll get back to normal stuff. Yeah, I'm still going to be very, very busy for about a month. So my videos won't come with as much frequency as normal, but they will resume. And appreciate all of your comments. I've had some really nice comments. I read them all. I appreciate them very much. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now. And don't ASMR and drive. All right.